So one of the big misconceptions when getting set up with WISK is that you need to send us an Excel sheet or you got to create your database of bottles. And while that may be true with other products, with WISK it's actually as easy as just doing your first inventory. That is the step. So if you're doing weekly inventory, just do the thing you're doing, but with WISK, and that is the setup. So today I created a new account to give you guys a real life experience of what it looks like. I'm actually here at a bar and I want to show you what it looks like. So once you get your login, email, password, you log into WISK. You're going to click on Start Inventory and you'll see by default there'll be a main bar and a stock room, but you can add as many areas as you want, right? I recommend that you add areas so you don't forget. So think about the areas like a checklist. What does that mean? You might have a main bar and a stock room, but if you have random products in the office or random products in like a closet, you want to add those as areas because when you do your inventory, it won't allow you to save it until all the areas are complete. So that's my first tip. My next tip is I always recommend when doing your first inventory to start off with the stock room. The reason is, if you start off with the stock room, you're going to be scanning products, so you'll scan your bottle and you'll be counting full units or cases. So it's a lot faster because you're just counting full units. Example, if I scan, I'll just grab a bottle here. Let's pretend this was in my stock room. If I scanned one of these, I can then just count what I had in front of me. Example, if I had 10, right? And so what that allows you to do is kind of build your database as you're actually counting. And this also helps because now if you come across a bottle where we're missing the weight, which is rare, but it's possible, because you're counting full bottles in your stockroom, you can add the weight yourself to the system. This will just help, so it's not necessary, but it'll help because now when you move on to the main bar where most bottles are open, chances are we'll have all the weights in the system. So we have 200,000 bottles with images, with weights, with all that stuff. But the beauty is once you start scanning, you can make the products your own. So it's the best of both worlds. You have this database that helps you get set up really fast by scanning what you see, but then once you scan it, you can make it your own, you can update the image, you can change the weights, you can do whatever you want with it, and it stays in your venue. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So I'm gonna click on main bar because I'm here. I'm gonna just simply point it to the barcode. It pulls up the product. If I wanted to change the image or any of the details, I can. If not, I can simply count it. The way to count it is super simple. If it's an open bottle, as this one is, you can either put it on our Bluetooth scale and it'll tell you exactly what's left down to the ounce, or you can use the visual mode, which is the classic eyeballing method where you can estimate what was inside. So you could do either or. The only other possibility is that the bottle is full. And if it's full, at the bottom, you'll see you can count units or you can count cases. So really, when you think about it logically, you only have those four options. You're either counting full cases, full units, or you're counting partial bottles, and partials are either on the scale or visual. So no matter how complicated your inventory is, whether you have $1,000 of inventory or $1 million of inventory, you can use WISK, and the best part is you can split up the work. So I can count here in this area, somebody can count at the second bar, somebody can count at the stock room, and because WISK syncs in real time, everything will be connected and your report will be sent to you once all the areas are saved. If you want to learn more about WISK, head to wisk.ai and book a demo.